I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see.
Nate has always been there since, my first week here at Cedarville. Just with encouraging texts, prayers when I needed them. Whenever I asked him for a prayer, he would always be there. Always there to rebound for me. He's just a great guy, a good man in Christ, and I really appreciate everything he's done for me here.
Nate, you took time out to make just a whole workout for me, and it just really have helped me a lot with my development.
Nate would put his phone on his dresser, crawl into bed, like on the top bunk, and then every time it buzzed, he'd go, "Oh jeez," and then he'd get out of bed and answer the phone. But he never carried the phone with him in bed.
Nate was in my D group that we had going on, and he was a really big encouragement, both spiritually and through basketball.
Nate has been just a great encouragement and blessing this year. I mean, he's always been there, whether on my highs or lows, a bad game or a bad practice. He's always there making sure I'm just staying positive and encouraging me. I just appreciate all that Nate does for me.
John and Nate's competitive nature. It's always been a lot of fun to watch them go at it with the coaches after practice or before practice, just whenever. Just really take it really seriously. It's a lot of fun, but at the same time, it's also been challenging even to us, just as we actually have the opportunity to go hard and compete every day, and we see them even competing, even just pick up ball before or after practice. So it's been fun.
I hope it's gonna make you notice someone like me.
John Leonzo is a great man. He's done a lot for me over my 2 years here at Cedarville. Whether it's just encouragement on and off the court. After games, he's always checking to see if I'm having a level head, just making sure I'm not too high or too low.
John is always working on me with my shot.
Great X and O's guy too, but he cares about everybody on this team, their development, not just as basketball players, but as human beings, and I think that's awesome.
He's always helping me with anything I need. They're always there for me, just sending me verses, and just not just from a basketball aspect, but from a spiritual aspect too.
There's someone I can always go to when I'm frustrated with something, when I just need to talk through something.
John is just gonna make a great coach one day because he understands all the aspect that goes into coaching. It's not just basketball. He understands the mental aspect of the game. It's just it's way more than just skill, and John knows that.
Some of the great memories that I have, one with Cuffy, is just me, him, and JC all the time at Cedarville Hills. We just would always get into these stupid accents, and I mean it would take up the whole time that we were there, and people would get super annoyed with it, and we just thought it was hilarious every single time we started saying it.
Cuff is by far one of the most unselfish people I've ever met, on and off the floor. Cuff always cared about how other people were doing and would be the first to ask. Something I noticed just this year in playing is Cuff could care less whether he ever took a shot or did anything. He just was so focused on helping the team out. And of all the players I've ever been able to play with or be alongside of, Cuff was by far the most unselfish.
Cuff was also real cool. We're real relatable, real cool with music. So he's just always been real nice. I mean, he bullies me a little bit, but it's like he's a big brother, just real influence to me, and I appreciated him a lot.
Cuff, man, you've just been that brother figure that I've never had in my life, and I think just the things you do on a daily basis and the conversations we have are just things that I'll never forget.
Yeah, Cuff's one of my good friends on the team, both on and off the court. We've always been pretty cool, whether it's been at Cedarville Hills, like Easton said, with all the accents, or this summer I came down to Cedarville, worked a few camps, and we hung out and got pretty close then too, just playing 2K and talking about some things.
Cuffy, one of the things that's stood out this year, one of the things that you did, we were talking in the locker room, and you just talked about how you wanted to make sure that you didn't let the year go by without really enjoying it, without enjoying being a part of the team and all the little things that come with that. And I think he did a really good job of that this year, just in leadership of the whole team with that, just having fun, playing basketball and not getting distracted by just the business and the fatigue of it all, but really enjoying the journey.
And oh, how do we let go with every new step leads
Marcus Reineke, ever since the summer before I got here, he's always been interested in me, in my development in basketball. He's just always been there for me when I've had a bad practice or had a bad game. He's just always there. It was a pleasure attempting to guard him during every practice because every other shot was going in.
Marcus, obviously fantastic basketball player, great shooter, a lot of fun to guard in practice, pulling up the jerseys and everything.
Best shooter I've ever seen.
You're the best shooter I've ever seen.
And I'll never forget Tampa when he just hit like 5 threes in a row and just everyone going nuts. Even the home team's fans were going nuts for him.
I went on a tour to New Zealand with him, watched him light it up, and the crowd just go crazy. And I've seen him do that at Cedarville too, so that's been really special.
You made it easy for a freshman coming in. Just took me under your wing, whether just working out with me, taking me to church, going deer hunting, road hunting, or just messing with Lane on the buses. Really appreciate all you do and your leadership. Other than that, we had the most uplifting and encouraging talks on our bus trips, and I'll never forget those.
Marcus, I've known Marcus since my recruiting trip actually. I came and I stayed with him and put me on a dirty couch with an old pillow and a blanket, and that was my recruiting trip in his dirty room with his weird roommate.
I'll never forget Scioto Hills too, when he was persuading me that I could catch a snipe because my arms were so long.
Marcus, Moss, I don't even know where to start. It's going to be weird without you next year.
Marcus, he's been important to me, especially on the court. Just seeing how hard he works and like how much of a leader he is on the court by his example has really meant a lot to me and made me want to work hard.
It's been great getting to know you these past 3 years and growing up with you, and you've taught me a lot, so really thankful for that.
Leighton, it's been a lot of fun getting to know you a lot better this last year. We've always just had a lot of fun whenever we're rooming together, just talking or whatever after practice, just getting on each other's nerves. I know that you're very opinionated and definitely let your mind be made known, so it's been a lot of fun talking with you this year.
At Leighton, me and him, we'd always tell each other, let's go dunk on these boys right before the game would start, and just kind of bring an energy, and we'd always kind of tell each other stuff that the other team would say about us, especially me. I always liked telling Leighton that the other team was saying stuff about him just to try and get them all ticked off at him and get them to bring like a little extra fire and an extra incentive to go dunk on them.
Just seeing you dunk on people in practice has just been so crazy to me. It's like you just walk in the gym with bounce.
Leighton, I had no idea you hated physical touch. Just learned recently that you didn't like high fives, so I apologize for all the butt slaps I gave you. I do that a lot, so I'm gonna apologize for that.
One thing I'll remember about Leighton is in post perimeter, teaching me all of his secrets about his hook shot and how great it is, and talking trash to each other who can make the most shots and stuff like that, and just having fun.
Where the water meets the land, there is shifting in the sand. Like the tide that ebbs and flows, memories will come and go.
Connor, it's been great having you. You're just always fun to have around. Even a couple weeks after you got here from soccer, it just felt like you were here the whole year.
Connor, we've had some really good talks. You have one of the funniest stories I've ever heard. I know you know which one I'm talking about. You're just a really funny guy, and we always have great conversations. And you're always just really encouraging in practice, no matter how bad I'm playing or if I make mistakes or whatever. You're just always telling me to keep going, and I really appreciate that about you.
Connor, of all the guys, I was probably the hardest on you. If you ever come back, you can wear my practice jersey. And I love you, even though you play soccer. Please
pretty versatile in sports. He likes to golf, play soccer, do basketball. And, one argument we had earlier this semester was he told me he could break 90 on a PGA golf course, and I told him I bet my life savings that he couldn't do it.
Connor, one of my better friends here at Cedarville. It's been fun getting to know you over the past 4 years as a fellow PE major.
One thing I remember about Connor is rooming with him and listening to his horrible music while he's showering. He had one good song, that's about it.
You know, we've had some good conversations too, and it's really been encouraging to see you grow and mature. And I look forward to seeing how God uses you in the coming years.
We have had the time of our lives, and now the pages turned, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives.